Where is Waldo Stadium? Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Texas Longhorns offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, hardened and battle-scarred and ready to get a new season started.
This guy's had a lot of ups and downs. He's fought through injuries throughout his career. And how good does it feel as a senior now, being a leader on this team, taking the field for one more run this year?
Right, it's so nice to have a guy like this.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Broncos! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Offense getting set for first down.
On the double. Let's go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Grab behind the line. It's Frost. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Back to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Jumped on top of the pile. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run the option. Oh, look out. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Power football with the run. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this 1st quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it in the middle. It's Frost. Still on his feet at the 45. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Here comes the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's still running after the move. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this game.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
And one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Strong, firm tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. The offense will quickly use the timeout. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll get rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block. Maybe
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Got a lot of room to the right. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man in the middle. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Tempo and overdrive.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO...
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that throw. Nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He wants to pass it on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first. Your first.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
A first down for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, man, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Going up top on first down. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Well, the quarterback does a great job in his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to pass. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns perfectly happy to let him do it himself. Horns fans have seen this before. Vince Young with over 1,000 yards rushing in 2 of his 3 seasons.
I mean, he was unbelievable. Just an unbelievable physical specimen. And I think Texas fans are always looking for that next guy. Who can be the guy that can replace the Vince Young? Give me some memories like Vince Young. It's been a desert at quarterback for them for a long time. Can this be the guy with the wheels to bring Texas back?
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll run the option. The pitch.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Give to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They want to run this quarterback. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's looking for a man on second down. It's caught downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. He
caught it! Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
33, Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They get to the line quickly. He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his big tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Number 7.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Wide out in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Longhorns inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He got it.
The kick is good.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be some.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic.